Good evening, world. Today is Tuesday, July 16th, 2013. Welcome to my vlog where I talk about whatever pops in my head and out my ear. And by the way, my name is Trista. Thanks for joining. Today is a day of epiphanies, y'all. If you follow me on Facebook, you know what you're about to get in for because yoga. I had a conversation with sister before yoga, and that led into more epiphanies during yoga, and it was just epiphany overload today. So, my first epiphany I'll talk about was with yoga, and that is that, it kind of blew my mind because I have one of my friends that I met in yoga. Her first yoga class was about a few weeks ago, and she's a little overweight. And she's like trying to get into yoga and get healthy and just revamp her life, which I think is amazing. And it's like I'm looking at me a year ago, and it's crazy. And it's like and she's looking at me as this is where she can be in a year, and it's such a fun dynamic. But in yoga tonight, I just realized while we were together, like was so just in my yoga practice tonight, and like kind of just spaced out to the world just because like I'm focusing on me and my body and what God wants to teach me. And wow, he just showed me so much just having her sat next to me during class tonight. I knew because I told her I was coming tonight and that I wouldn't be able to work late. Well, I ended up working late and I got right in at like 7:01 and yoga started at 7. And I love that my studio has an open door policy just because unfortunately I am that horrible yoga student that comes late sometimes, but it's for work. It's not because I'm slacking or just didn't come on time. Anyway, so I just realized how much my outlook on exercise, healthy living, and yoga has changed from this time last year. Because I remember last year, I did not go to a single yoga class by myself. I don't remember for the first 6 months of my weight loss. I always found someone to go with because I just could not handle going by myself. I just felt so out of place because I just was out of place in my own body. And yoga is a very intuitive practice, and it brings out emotions and feelings that you don't necessarily have, or you have and you don't necessarily allow yourself to feel. And for me, that was like, this wasn't my element. Like in yoga, I loved it, and how it made me feel. But at the same time, it brought up a lot of insecurities, and I was not an insecure person. So I thought, so it was really weird. And she was like, the only reason why I came tonight is because you were coming. And I was like, and I knew that in my heart of hearts. And I was like, and it made me realize in my yoga practice, she said that after class, after I told her I had an epiphany. And the epiphany was that a year ago, I would make every excuse not to come to class, like to yoga class, to the gym. I would always try to work late. There was always something to take me away from it. And tonight, I actually had to leave work and kind of let my boss know like I needed to leave because I had stuff to do. And just kind of like, I really felt bad, but like kind of rushed her just to get out the door so I could make it to yoga on time. And ended up going, like, getting everything I needed to get done, but not. And then going to yoga, and then I came back to work and just worked until midnight or 12:30 tonight. Just because yoga is that important to me that I will work late just so that I can do my yoga. And it's like I am now conforming my life. Now the waking up early thing, still not a morning person. Like, I mean, I'm a morning person because I wake up and I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but I would prefer not to have to get up in the morning if I could prevent it until I'm awake. But it just really was mind-blowing that now I am everything I wanted to be a year ago. Like, I'm here. Like, I want to work out. I find every reason and facet to find a way to be healthy and work out. And and having her and reminded me just how I don't have, like, I mean, how I was, like, and I just had the mindset was so, like, I needed that support, and like, it was so lonely, and I didn't want to, and it sucked, and I hated every moment of it, and it it was really awesome, and I loved it so much, so much. I was so gracious, and I let the yoga instructor, who happened to be our third night teaching tonight, and she's so great, and she made me realize just in a single pose, which is um, side angle, like reverse side angle, where your legs are straight. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, sorry guys. Hold on, it's this. Oh, that's my deodorant. Sorry. But it's the straight leg pose like this, and then you been like this, and all she simply said was to look at your elbow crease rather, and I had always tilted my head back farther to look at my like past my hand, and that simple, like just staring here at my elbow versus there, I felt the complete difference in the stretch of my body. And it took a year and a half of doing yoga and a new teacher to teach me that. And I love that yoga, you learn something new if you just open to it, and it's amazing and beautiful and delicious and awesome. So yeah, that was really good. And then second of all, I learned oh my gosh, there's just so much I learned today. Oh no, like how, like I know I've talked about how I appreciate Fat Trista, but I don't think I've emphasized, actually I'm going to say that for another, no, I'll just say it. I'll emphasize this more in a future vlog later, but first of all, yogis out there, question of the day is, what is something after doing yoga for years that you've done that it took one teacher to explain something or communicate it in a way that just clicked in your head, and it just was like, aha, like shut up. That makes sense, and you just are deeper into a pose or something. Like, I want to know. Answer in the comments below. Let me know. Give me a like down here if you like me, and subscribe up there if you really like me. And now fast forward to other epiphany is that the reason why I love Fat Trista so much is because she's a martyr. She was a martyr, and I am not Fat Trista anymore. We know this. Like, physically, internally, like I am a different person in every aspect of the way. And Fat Trista chose to kill herself via eating right and exercising and doing the right thing every single day with the hope and faith that this actually existed. And she had faith in me. And so it just was a really cool revelation. And yeah, I'll get into more details of that later because this video is getting really long. But yeah, that's that epiphany. And one more thing is this shirt. This is my senior class shirt that we got on grad night, which is the class of 2002 senior. And then it just is the Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your heads and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Which I found really funny that I wore this today with all the epiphanies I had. But when I got this, my senior year of high school, I couldn't wear it because it was too tight. It was too tight, you guys. And literally, look at that. My mind is blowing. Like, I don't even know how to feel right now, but it's really good. And so I'm just feeling really good and positive. And I know it's late and not many people will see this, but life is good, you guys. And just to all you people that are overweight, like, or whatever you want to call yourself or refer plus size, just know, like, if you want a life of health and like this, you're going to have to kill yourself every single day and literally kill a portion of yourself so that this person can live and breathe out of it because it was suffocated by so much weight before. So hopefully that encourages you, like, let this be your motivation. It's real. It happens, and weight loss is amazing, and it can happen to you if you choose to allow it instead of make excuses and just know that you are the one that's stopping you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Peace out, world.